And we're going to place this pollen on the stigma of this flower here. So we're taking the pollen from the anther of that previous flower. Hey everybody, right now you're looking at a banana passion fruit plant, and we planted this about, I would say, last April, beginning of the year. So, and we have about 5-gallon buckets, and I'm gonna pollinate this plant. I wasn't expecting the blooms to come, but here they are. You can take a good look here. This is the banana passion fruit plant. And it was really out yesterday. It was really blooming, and we have more blooms coming on. We planted these about 8 months ago, and this is November the 3rd. We have 2 blooms, and I'm going to pollinate these because they're not self-pollinating. So we're going to attempt to do that. I got a small brush here, and I'm going to take the brush and go inside of this flower here. First time doing this. And we're going to place this pollen on the stigma of this flower here. So we're taking the pollen from the anther of that previous flower, and we're placing it on the stigma in this flower here. Oh yeah, that's it right there. See the stigma on this plant flower? And you look closely, the anthers down there too. So we're pollinating this. We're going to continue to do this. As I was doing a little research, it says the banana passion fruit plant is not self-pollinating. So that's what we're done. And in about 2 or 3 months, we should see a small green banana type passion fruit come up on these plants in about 2 or 3 months. So this is November, December, January, February. In February we should begin to see something. I was doing a research. It says after about, I would say, 12 to 16 months you should begin to have fruit coming on the plant. So we should begin to see some fruits come on these plants in February. And as the other flowers continue to bloom, I self-pollinate those. I'll do it by hand, removing the pollen from the anther from the one flower and place it on the stigma, the female part of another flower. Take a look at that. Oh yeah. So we'll see what happens. We should have some nice banana passion fruit. The taste is kind of tangy fruit, a tangy taste, sort of like a melon. I've never eaten one, banana passion fruit, but that's what I was doing the research on. So, actually we cut these back. Now, I ordered, I would say, about 6 pieces of cuttings online last, I think, March. And so it don't take much. You literally can about throw these on the ground and they'll start growing. But I placed them in some soil and they just started growing. So this is more than enough. And I always keep them back, keep cutting them back at this size. I don't allow them to grow no more than this because they will just take over your garden. So just keep cutting them back and throw those other pieces away unless you have someone to give them to. Otherwise, they'll take over your garden. So I kept these cut back. I wanted to see if they would develop flowers at this height. So we got the flowers, and but you got to keep cutting them back, or else they'll take over your garden. So you got to control them. So that's what we're doing here. You want to continually control the plant. And if you do that, you'll come up with something like this. Now that's a nice, beautiful size. If you can get plants coming on and fruit coming on at this size, it'll be a wonderful thing. You don't want them really much larger than this unless you got a lot of land, but you still have to control them. If you can allow them to grow on a fence like that passion fruit there, it's growing on a fence. Okay. Now you don't have to pollinate this passion fruit here. You see the passion fruit growing? But this type, the banana type, you have to literally get your brush out, small brush like this, and you have to pollinate it yourself. And after 2 to 3 months, you'll see a small seed coming on. I mean, a small plant coming on, sort of like a small banana. And then it'll turn yellow. And then, after it turns yellow, it's time to bring in the harvest. So, I'll get back with you 2 to 3 months from now on this plant. Banana passion fruit plant. Well, have a wonderful day. Thanks for taking time out with us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Talk to you later.